This unit is about investing in real estate. As we know, investing in real estate is very popular for investors, including some of your mums and dads, hoping for two types of returns. One thing they're hoping to happen is for there to be some capital growth. So what this means is the value of the property increases over time. Okay, for example, buy for 100,000 and sell for 200,000 in a few years' time. That's one way we're hoping to make money with real estate. The other one is receiving rental income. Okay, so for example, maybe you earn 500 per week from the money that the tenant is giving you for renting your property. Unfortunately, there's also some costs involved, and that's the point of this lesson, to look at some of these costs. Whenever you buy a property for an investment, there's some transfer duty involved, okay, which is paid by the buyer of the property. So you buy it, you pay the transfer duty, and it goes to the state government. In this table, we can see how transfer duty is calculated. It depends on the amount, so the cost of the house. And this is how the transfer duty is calculated. If I take one of these, for example, if it's between 500,000 and 700,000, you'll pay this much, plus $4 for every $100 or part of $100. So this part here really means 4%. Okay, and we're rounding to the nearest 100, rounding up to nearest $100. Okay, so if my property was $500,001, it would be, the duty would be 15975 plus 4% of $100, because there's $1 above 100. I'll round it up to the nearest 100. Okay, so looking at some examples here. Calculate transfer duty paid when buying a house worth $240,000. So I'll see that $240,000 is in that row of the table. It's going to be 2350 plus 3.25% of every dollar over 100,000. So the first thing I'll do is find the amount above 100,000. Just by finding the difference between the cost of the house and 100,000. And then I can calculate the transfer duty using that formula on the right hand side. So the transfer duty will be 2350 plus 3.25% of 140,000. 2350, I change this percentage into a decimal. Of means multiplies, and I can put that in my calculator and get $6,900. So that's a fair amount to have to pay for just buying a house. So now you have a go at part B. So for part B, we're in this section where it's above 250,000 but below 350, below 500,000. So find the amount above 250,000, and then we can use the formula in that right column to calculate the transfer duty. So it sounds pretty good. If you're selling the house, you don't have to pay transfer duty, but if you're selling the house, you do have to pay real estate commission. Okay. It's calculated by 5% on the first 18,000 of the property price and 2.5% of the remaining balance. So if I'm selling a house which is selling for 240,000, I'll have to find the amount that's over 18,000. So I can calculate what amount I'll calculate 2.5% of. So in this scenario, 240,000 minus 18,000 gives me 220,000, and then I can go ahead and calculate the commission. So 5% of the first 18,000 and then 2.5% of the amount over 18,000. Convert these percentages to decimals, convert the ofs to multiplies. Put in your calculator and you'll get $6,450 as commission for that. Okay, part B and part C is using the same scenario. Okay, you can have a go at it using the same idea. The commission for these two is $9,200, and for $1 million house, the commission will be $25,450. So it sounds pretty good to be a real estate agent. Obviously, there's lots of other costs involved: council rates, water, body corp fees, all of these costs that we'll need to consider as well. From here, have a go at these questions.